Hi guys, welcome to Daddy and the Don. Today we're going to be looking at Arsenal versus Brentford. I'm going to hear from Brentford fans Rhys and Doug later, but for this game it wouldn't be right to have a preview without the biggest Brentford fan, Arsenal fan. Apparently he's going in the away end at the weekend, not sure what that's all about. Anyway, he's going to the game at the weekend, it's Arsenal fan, apparently, it's the Don.
Yeah, Arsenal versus Brentford, Saturday 3pm. I'll be on my way to that game going with Doug. Obviously, I'm in the Arsenal end. A little bit of a soft spot for Brentford, we know that, but obviously I'm a true Arsenal fan. Last time out, great result, 1-0 away at Wolves. Kept a clean sheet, 10 men for the last 20 minutes. So yeah, that was fantastic. Good position for top four now, especially how the team's got on over the weekend. Let's not count our chickens yet. We need to keep winning and see how we are in a few weeks' time. But yeah, we've definitely got a chance now. Will that striker issue be the problem? Well, we'll see. Brentford last time out, 0-0, good draw, needed it, stopped the rot. I think a lot of fans are still struggling to understand that they're not the seventh best team in the league. They need to realise they're not going to win every week, and a 0-0 draw against the stubborn Crystal Palace side is not bad. I think after this fixture, they'll look at the next remaining fixtures, especially the next 4 or 5, and fancy a few wins to possibly keep them away from the relegation zone. Anyway, to the game itself, Arsenal are going to be big favourites here. We were big favourites against Burnley and struggled to break them down. I think this time it won't be the case. I do think Brentford will come out and try and do us in the break and try and play the long ball. If Tony's available, he's going to be a problem, but I've got all the confidence in Ben White and Gabriel to sort them out, especially Ben White on this occasion. He wasn't very good last time. We are Brentford, and we all know that, and I think Arteta will be telling them, lads, let's go and put a show on. I do think we'll win this one, and I think we'll score quite early as well. If we don't score, it gives Brentford the opportunity to get into the game. Will they score? They've got every chance of scoring. Personally, I don't think they will. But I think this is a free hit for Brentford, as much as fans don't like to hear that. A lot of these games at the moment, they're not playing well away from home. Their home games is where they need to win now, especially against the teams below them and around them. Yeah, again, free hit, Arsenal expect to win, and unlike the Burnley game, I do think we will win this game. Obviously, the changes for Arsenal, I think we'll bring Smith Owen for Martinelli, and I think that'll be about it. A strong lineup. And obviously Brentford, I think Josh will come in now. But then they will probably still play in their defensive minded. So I still expect Janelle and Norgard to start. Eriksen will be on the bench. Tony should come back for Wizza if he's fit. So yeah, they're going to have a strong side out. So it's going to be a good game, but it's going to be a good game for Arsenal, unfortunately. I think we'll win this one quite comfortably in the end. Maybe 3-0. Sorry guys, just being honest.
Arsenal versus Brentford on Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Well, as you all know, I'm a Brentford fan, and I'll try and talk as positively as I can about our chances. However, current form is one draw in God knows how many games we've lost previously to our last win. Obviously, I'll go to Arsenal with a little bit of hope. I'd like to see us grab a draw. I think that would be a major achievement. However, I think Arsenal will be quite confident they could beat us, and they shouldn't need too much reminding of what happened in the first game of the season when Brentford won quite comfortably 2-0. Arsenal, a couple of games in hand on the top four, will obviously be looking to push on and cement a place in next year's European competitions. Brentford, on the meantime, they're going to be buoyed by the fact that got some players returning from injury. Hopefully Ivan Toney will return up front. We desperately need him. And also with the likes of Josh Da Silva returning as a substitute last week against Crystal Palace. Looked really good when he came on. And also the likes of Christian Eriksen, obviously on the bench to start with. Maybe he will come on. I think Eriksen will play some part of the game. From what I saw of the highlights of yesterday's friendly, he looked reasonably sharp. Not able to last the whole 90 minutes, but I'm pretty sure he'll feature sometime during the match. Other than that, we looked quite solid against Palace. Obviously, a clean sheet was a great result for us. But up front, without Toney, we looked a little bit timid. In my opinion, Brian Mbeumo and Yoan Wissa, they looked as if they hadn't met each other before. They tried the hardest, but we need the understanding that Embuemo and Tony bring. Midfield wise, well, Norgard and Janelt, they withheld Palace's midfield, and they'll have their work cut out against Arsenal's midfield. Definitely, if Smith Rowe plays, because he obviously carries the ball forward and likes to run at defences, and that could cause us a problem. All in all, in summary, if we get a draw, it'll be a wonderful result for Brentford, and that's what I'm going to plump for. I think if we play as well as we did last week, compete in every department, I think we can quite comfortably come away with a draw. Whether or not it'll be a scoreless draw, I don't know. For the fans and the entertainment value, I'll go for 1-1.
It's been a long time coming, but Brentford have kept a clean sheet. It wasn't the prettiest game on Saturday against Palace. In terms of that game, we very much looked like we wanted to not concede. Didn't really care so much about winning. It was more, let's not lose and let's not concede. And like I say, it wasn't pretty, but they achieved it. So I'm hoping now that the team themselves can start to get a bit more confident. You know, they got Raya back. Everton was a 4-1, but that was really a nothing game. 2-0 against Man City where we shot ourselves in the foot. But you could see it in the Man City game that the defenders believed again. Even with Palace, you know, every time a set piece came in, it was gone. The ball was out. And you could see them growing in confidence. You actually feel the fans growing in confidence about not worrying about a set piece going in. So, hopefully, that's the trend of us conceding from set pieces. Not totally eradicated, but removed enough that we're not going to keep hamstringing ourselves with a 5-minute corner concession, you know. With regards to Arsenal, they won against Wolves. I think it's their first win of 2022. I don't really know what's been going wrong for them. But, I think we'll take the same approach we always do against teams, you know, like Arsenal, City, United, which will be, we'll take what you give us and we'll try and attack you from your mistake. I think Arsenal will dominate the game. They will have the majority of possession. If they take the same approach they did when they played us at the Brentford Community Stadium, it might end up being a draw. But I've got a feeling that Arteta will want them to kind of attack Brentford a bit more. But if it plays out the exact same way with Arsenal playing at the back and passing side to side and not really pushing through us, we may be able to nick something. I've actually been quite impressed with us playing without Tony, because I think it actually has taken away the obvious focal point, and it's asking us to actually play football instead of just going, oh, we got the ball, give it to Tony. And obviously, you know, defenders will spend their entire week studying Tony because they don't need to worry about anyone else, because all we will do is give the ball to Tony. It's very similar to the whole Zaid Benrahma thing with the BMW. So I think it'll be a game where Arsenal have the majority of literally everything. I believe that Brentford will defend bravely. They will, you know, actually perform to how we know they can perform. But I don't know. I'm gonna say draw, simply because I think that as long as we don't make the silly mistakes we made, like we did against Man City, I don't believe Arsenal will have enough to get through us the way they play. So I'd go 0-0. I'd honestly take a 0-0, so I'll go for a 0-0.